So we've got quite a relaxed piano vibe this morning. Can you guys hear that? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay, so we'll start with some mobilizations for our neck. So if you can just drop your chin to your chest, press your chin down. We're going to breathe in as we look up and exhale as we tuck the chin. And do it again. Breathe in as you look up and exhale as you tuck. And do the same to the side, so allow your head to drop and move to the middle. And do that the other way, let your head drop and move to the middle. And do it again, so let your head drop and move to the middle, and then the other side, and allow your hand just to slide down by your knee now. Try not to lean forwards, so as you come up, think of lengthening up like this through the crown of your head, and then sliding the hand down the knee on the other side. Maybe taking your feet just a little bit wider. We're going to have a little bit of bend in the knees. Reaching the arm now. Can you straighten this one over the top? And do the same on the other side. So extending your arm, reaching your fingers, and coming back up. And do it again. Reach, and then we're going to lean forwards, sweep round, feet wider. So we lean and sweep round. And the other side, sweep. And one more, sweep. And can you come and balance on the one leg? If you need to hold on to something, then feel free to pop your hand on the wall or the chair, knee up, to the side and round. So knee up, out and round. That's it. So lifting up, out and down. Up, out and down. Can you swing your leg forwards and then backwards, welcoming the wobble. So kick forwards, kick backwards. And let's do that on the other side. So you bring your knee up like this, out to the side, and then down and round. So bring your knee up, out to the side, and round. And do it again. And then we're going to swing the leg. So we kick the leg forwards and backwards, kick forwards and backwards. Point your toes as you do it. That's it. Alrighty, so from here we're going to come and lay down onto our back. So if you can lie down onto your back for me. Can you see me all right, Sarah? Give me a thumbs up. That's it. So we're going to bring our knees up to our chest. So when we're doing the main part of the class, Sarah, I'll give you 3 different levels. So because you're new, it's best to stick with the first level, all right? So knees up, this is our level 1 option. So if you stick with this one, where you lift your knees and then put your feet on the floor. And then for those of you doing a bit more advanced, we're going to come up into a roll and back. And for the more advanced option, we add some leg extension. And we do that twice more. So last one. Okay, good job. Coming over to all fours now. So if you need extra padding under your knees, pop some extra padding under your knees. We're going to extend the opposite arm and leg away and then bring the elbow to the knee underneath. So we reach, hold, and then elbow to knee. So a bit of a test of balance as we reach and then round. Try and get some height on the leg behind. So 2 more on this side. Reach and round. Last one. And then can you change legs? So do it on the other side now. Opposite arm and leg, reach away, and then elbow to knee. Breathe in and reach. Breathe out and round. Do it again, reach and round. With a hand that's on the floor, really push the ground away. Try and get some height on that leg. One more time. And bringing your hands to the floor, we're going to move into our yoga downward dog. So if you can hook your toes underneath, lift your bottom up in the air, and allow your head to drop through your arms. As you lift your bottom, press your heels down. We're going to wriggle the feet back a little bit. Notice what our calf muscles are saying to us today. Deep breath. We're going to take a walk with our feet to our hands. And come and lay down onto our backs. Sliding the fingertips here into the curve of the back. Sarah, you'll see better if you turn your mat side on. So if you mirror me, you'll find that a bit easier. That's it. So fingertips in the curve of the back. We're going to pull the belly button muscle in as we lift the leg and lower for level 1. So concentrate, if you're doing level 1, on keeping the fingers and the lower back wedged together. Those of you doing level 2, we're going to alternate the legs. For more advanced option, we're doing straight legs. So keep a good pressure on your hands. As you lift your leg, keep that pressure on. Breathe. Last couple. And then if you can bend your legs, bring your knees up like this with your hands on your knees, and then circling like this, opening your knees and closing. That's it. So we're mobilizing our hips. Big circle. And then reversing. If you can circle in the opposite direction, great for getting blood flow into the hip joints. Shifting the stiffness. And one more time. Alrighty, from here we're going to use our leg to come up to seated, and I'd like you to crisscross your legs over, or if crisscrossy legs troubles your knees, you can pop your feet out like this. So you choose. So we're going to sit up onto the sitting bones, try and straighten up through your back, and then lifting the arms back by the ears. That's it. And then we're going to go into a forward lean, taking the hands quite wide and tucking the chin in, holding the stretch, just nudging the fingertips forwards. So notice where you feel it, sliding the hands in, breathing in, and coming back up here like this. So you reach your arms again, and then leaning forwards, quite wide with your hands, sliding the hands in, breathe in as you reach, and breathe out as you lean. Use your breath, inhaling as you slide in, exhaling as you lean forwards, and going just a little bit further with each one now. Holding down there where it feels perhaps a little bit uncomfortable. And then we're going to swap the legs over so that we've now got the other one on the top. So sitting up again onto the sit bones, lengthening up through your back, arms up and back. And then we lean quite wide with the hands, chin to chest. Breathing in as you slide your hands in, breathing out as you go forwards. And visualize yourself gathering any energy you've been giving out this week. Exhaling out, gathering the energy as you breathe in. Breathing out any tensions, stresses, tightness and worries, breathing in healthy, positive energy. 2 more. So last one. Alrighty, let's release. And from here, we're going to come down onto our front neck. So just have a look at me before you bring your head down. So notice my thumbs are on the floor. So I want you to have your pinky up in the air and weight your hip bones down. So if you can get yourself into that position, sort of human dart shape, reach your fingers and reach your toes, and then just lifting through your upper body. I want you to bring your head off the floor, chest off the floor, and then lower. Let's do that again. Pubic bone pressing down, lift up through your chest, chin in, hovering the arms now, and then coming back down. Breathing in as we lift. Point the toes, squeeze the bottom, hold just for a couple of seconds, and then lower. So great for working the back muscles, shoulders, buttocks. Keep pressing your pubic bone down to keep your back lengthened. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift. Now for more advanced, we add some height in the legs, but not if you have a niggly back today. So working at that more advanced level if you're already strong and healthy in your back. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, lowering. So 2 more. And final one. Alrighty, and then releasing off. So look at me, we're going to come up as we move into our downward dog. So if you can find this pose again, lifting your bottom up into the air, feet hip width or a little bit wider. Just going to wriggle our feet back, lift our bottom up and press down through the heels. Breathing deeply. Alrighty, can you walk your feet to your hands? And uncurl through your body. Okay, so we need bare feet for this next one. Just ditch the shoes. If you need a drink, now's a good time to get some water. Hope you're keeping hydrated and topped up. I'm on my Mini Habits tea this morning. I've got a combination of turmeric, lime and coconut. Bit of an experiment. Seems to be going all right so far. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of yoga balance work next. So I'd like you to see if you can just come and stand on the one leg, knee up at hip height. And I want you to hug your knee. You might not have had a hug yet this morning. So give your knee a cuddle, knee to your chest, and really straightening the leg that you're stood on and looking at something still to help steady your balance. So just noticing where your balance is at. And then let's do that on the other side. Now I find that one leg tends to be a little bit more wobbly than the other one from where I had a pretty severe injury years ago. So just tuning in, how does the balance feel on that side compared to the other one? And let's release. So that's our level 1. So you might want to just continue practicing that again, or if you want to go further, I'm now going to take these 2 fingers and just wrap them around the big toe and hold here. And then let's release and do the same on the other side. So either, again, holding your knee or getting hold of the big toe. So you can straighten the leg you're stood on, elongate the posture up through the crown of the head. Welcome the wobble on these. And let's give that a go on the other side again. So choose your level, 1 or 2, and then over time we work towards straightening the leg out. Breathe. And release. Okay, good job. So 1 more on the other side, either level 1, 2, 3. Well done. Let's relax off. Have we got some little hand weights there? We're going to do some waitress hands next. So if you find some weights, we're going to bring our elbows back. We're going to squeeze our shoulders towards each other, add a little tiptoe rise, and come back in and down. So again, we come up, out, and add some extension for level 2. So rising onto tiptoes, extending, squeezing the elbow in, and move to the middle. Let's do that again. Tiptoes, extend the arms, coming back in and down. So good test of balance and stamina in the arms. For more advanced, we're going to stay up, bring the weights up over the top of the head, straight arms, and then come back in. We'll stick with that easier version. Sarah, if you need some weights, let us know. We can pop some in the post for you. So usually starting with 1 or 2 kilos. Can we do that twice more? Try not to sickle in the ankles. Keep your ankles steady. And we're going to tune into the ankles. Now, I want you to stay up on your tiptoes and imagine you're squeezing a football in between your ankles. So you're going to squeeze the ankles towards each other. I just want you to turn, look behind you, try and keep your ankles steady. Move to the middle, relax your heels down. Let's do that again, coming up onto your tiptoes, turn, look behind, move to the middle, and back down. And we're going to rock back into the heels, lifting the toes, and then forward into the toes. So you're just going to let your body weight rock back and forwards. Rock back to your heels, and then forwards. So rocking, and then rolling your shoulders. And we're going to move into an exercise called tightrope walking. So like you're walking on a tightrope, you're going to place one foot directly in front of the other, starting with a flat foot, going forwards for a few steps, and then backwards. Just make sure you don't bump into anything behind you. Now, if it's easy with the tightrope with a flat foot, you've kind of got used to that, then try it like this on your tiptoes as we keep rolling the shoulders up and down. So up, squeeze, and down as you go up onto your tiptoes, and then back the other way. I think back in the day, didn't they make you do this with a book on your head? Why do they not do that in schools anymore? I'm going to ask our head and find out. Deportment, I think they called it back in the day. Okay, so resting off, I'm going to come back down and do some core work. So if you can pop onto your back again, you might find it helpful to mirror me when you come and lay down. So fingertips again in the curve of the back. If you can pull your belly button muscle in, so you've got pressure on your hands. We're going to bring one knee up, circle out and around. So level 1, we're going to circle the knee out and around, keeping good pressure on the hands. Level 2, I'm going to do it with the other knee hovered like this. Or level 3, notice now I'm also doing it with a straight leg. So you choose level 1, 2, or 3, depending what feels safe and appropriate for you today. Reversing back in the opposite direction. Pressing your shoulders down. Last couple. final one. Let's relax the legs down, and then we'll give that a go on the other side. So be active in your core. Start with the bent leg, level 1. So beginner, sticking with the first level, level 2. Knees both hovered. Level 3, we do it with a straight leg for more advanced training. And then reversing in the opposite direction. Keeping that good pressure on the hands. Point your toes quite firmly. Last one. And then bending the knees. And we're going to rock ourselves up to seated. Feet open. Now you might want to get a stretchy band if it's tricky to get up and down off the floor. So we're going to hook the band under the feet and then roll our bodies down. Breathe out on the lift and in on the lower. If you don't have a band, Sarah, you can do it hands-free. You come down and back up, or you can use a towel or a blanket or something, hooking, or a jumper. Breathing in as you lower, breathing out as you lift. That's it, yeah, use your top. Hook it under your feet, Sarah. More advanced, we take the arms up over the top of the head. Breathing in on the way down, breathing out as we lift. So inhaling on the roll down and exhaling on the lift. Can we do that 3 more times? Straightening your back as you come up. And final one. When you're done, we're going to stay down there, straightening the legs, pointing the toes. Can you interlock your fingers? We're going to turn out with the palms. Get the little finger side down to the floor. Let your back arch. Breathe so that your belly swells up with air. And breathe out. So keep pointing your toes, arching your back. Breathe. Use this as your breathing space today. One more deep breath. Alrighty, we're going to bend our legs and roll to our side. Can you come up, have a drink, and find a stick? So we're going to use the stick to monitor our posture. Okay, so if we park the stick along the back, let's do some lunge stretching. So if you need to hold on to something, give that a go with one hand on something, just a steady balance. It'll help to get more depth in your lunge. So if you pop your stick behind your back, tuck your bottom under, nice big stride through your feet, and we're going to drop, coming down, hold, wriggling the back foot away. So we've got a nice big space between the feet, bending into the front leg, straightening out with the back leg, and then lifting back up. Can you keep the head and the tailbone against the stick? Let's come down again. That's it. Push your body weight slightly back. Breathe. And let's do that a couple more times through, straightening the front leg and then lowering. Just going to do that one more time. We're going to hold for a bit longer on the last one. So coming down, be right upon kind of stretching your toes on that back foot. Have a good stretch in your joints of your toes on that back foot, squaring the hips up, Just going to hold it here for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Your legs a shake. And we're going to switch sides. So nice big stride. Tiptoe on the back foot. Squaring up through the hips. So see if you can keep the stick attached to your head, shoulders, tailbone as you come down. Now your knuckles and your lower back together. Breathe. Straightening the front leg as we come up. And then dropping down again. So, and aim for that nice big space between your feet. Keep squaring up your hips. Push the back of your head into the stick. And straightening the front leg. And let's do it again. Coming down. Breathe. And one more time. Straightening the front leg. Tuck your tailbone as you drop. Hold. Breathe. So holding this one a little bit longer. Keep squaring up the hips. Pushing the back of the head into the stick. Alrighty, let's release and give our legs a bit of a shake out there. Some mobilization now with our stick. So I'm going to bring the stick behind, touch down, and then move to front. Now you can use a band if you need an easier version. So use something that's stretchy. Inhaling as you go back, exhaling as you move to the front. Allow your tailbone to drop. And then can we go around the world? So we touch down at the back, move to the side and to the front. Being as still as you can in the lower half of your body, so from your hips down. And then reversing back the other way. So great for mobilizing around our shoulders, upper back. So one more time. Alrighty, so resting off. Let's move down onto our backs again. So some more Pilates mat work. So really slow and controlled on this one. Fingertips again into the curve of the back. Feet close in. So if you're new, I want you to stick with level 1. We're going to pull the belly button muscle in. And level 1, we're going to concentrate on the knees lifting and lowering, but keeping pressure on the hands. So stay with that version if you're new. Level 2s, if you can move your feet further away, concentrating on that good pressure on the hands. Level 3s, we do it with a straighter leg. More advanced, important that you keep that contact with your hands for good back care. Pressing down through your shoulders. Now, usually there's a point where we find it's tough and we'll tend to speed up through that point. Where's the point where you kind of go, ugh? Actually, see if you can just slow it down through that point. I tend to get the shakes. There it is. So welcome that, and just see if you can challenge yourself today just to slow it down when the going gets tough. Let's do one more. Where's the shaky spot? Alrighty, we're going to bend our knees. This time we're going to keep our right knee hugged in as we extend out through the other leg. So from there, if you can now bring your leg across your body like this with your opposite hand, and then put your foot on the floor as you trail your other arm behind you. Pressing the knee down. Oh, hello, Ali's cat. Here comes Pepper. Get a good view of Pepper's bottom. All right, let's turn the head as we bring our shoulder down to the ground. I got woken up with a bottom kiss this morning from Bertie. Thanks, Bertie. Alrighty, let's give that a go on the other side. So if you bring the other knee up to your chest and foot towards the floor, press the knee down, trail the back arm away. Try and get that back hand just sitting above your shoulder line. Sitting down with the shoulder, deep breath. So again, deep breath. Alrighty, let's release, move to the middle. And we're going to side lie using the stick along the back, moving into oysters now. So again, if we do 3 different levels. First level for beginners, we'll bring our knees up in front of our hips. Waistline lifted, and we're going to point the toes and open the knee. Keeping the head against the stick. So you're using your stick to monitor your posture. That's it. Keep lifting from the waistline. So level 1, stick with this version. Level 2, opening the knee, reaching the toes. So we add some extension through the leg. Open the knee, reach the toes, control on the way down. Now, if you're doing more advanced work and you're nice and strong in your shoulders, we add that lift onto the bottom arm. Do it twice more. And final one. And let's release and give that a go on the other side. So great for strengthening the muscles around our hips. So head, shoulders, tailbone against the stick on this side. Bring your knees up to 90 degrees. Lots of lift in the waistline. Pointing your toes as you roll your knee back. Can you flex your toes as you come down like this? Pointing your toes as you open your knee. Close the knee. Level 2, we add that reach. Level 3, we come up onto the bottom arm. Stick still against your head, your shoulders, and your tailbone. 2 more. And final one. And resting off, coming down onto the back. So Ali was requesting some glute stretches today, so let's do those. If you can pop your right leg over your left, hands around the back of your thigh. Use the hands to pull the leg in and the elbow to push the knee out. Notice where you feel the stretch. So level 1's staying with this one. Level 2, we add that interlace of fingers around the front of the shin. And then level 3, more advanced, we bring opposite hand on the top foot, other hand on the bottom foot, feet to the floor, push your bottom knee down, push your top knee away. Breathe. Alrighty, let's give that a go on the other side. So left over right. Hands behind the back of the thigh. Use the elbow to push out with the knee. Breathe. Noticing where you feel a stretch. Nice stretch if you niggles in your lower back. It's tight. Work on stretching that a bit more frequently. So interlacing fingers for level 2. Pulling in with the hands, pressing the shoulders down. Level 3, one hand on the top foot, other hand on the bottom foot, feet to the floor. Push your bottom knee down, push your top knee away. Breathe. And again, deep breath. Alrighty, let's release. Moving over to all fours. Letting the chest lower towards the ground and then lifting. Breathe out as you lower, in as you lift. And press your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Level 2, you can wriggle your knees further back. Or level 3, up on your toes. Two more, choose your level. And final one. We're going to have a sit back into our child pose, lengthening the arms. Breathe. Moving into our downward dog again. So lifting up like this through your tailbone, pressing down through the heels. Wriggling the feet back. So there's a decent gap between the feet, but also between the feet and the hands. Breathe. Can you wriggle your feet another inch further back? Lift your tailbone. Breathe. We're going to walk our feet to our hands. And we're going to roll like we're rolling our spine up a wall, uncurling. And come up to standing. Can we find a little bit of wall space? We're going to do our pec stretch against the wall like this. So we want one hand here. We're going to turn the fingers backwards. And ideally you want to be on something stable. So we'll have one foot forward, one foot back. And we want this hand now behind us as we lunge forward. Put a little bit of pressure on the hand there, straight arm, turn, look over your shoulder, breathe, and then release the lunge, just move your fingers another inch up the wall, bending into your front leg, so both feet on the ground as you do it, push your back heel into the floor. That's it, keeping upright in your upper body, turn your head so you look towards your back hand. Breathe. And release. Can you go just another inch higher up with the hand? And use a bit of pressure against the hand. That's it, bend into your front knee. Breathe. Notice where you're feeling the stretch. Let's release, and we'll give that a go on the other side. You can turn around, fingertips turn backwards, inside leg forwards, lunging forward into the front knee. Turn your head so you look over your shoulder. Breathe. And release. And sliding the fingers just a bit higher. Can you go a bit further in your lunge now? More pressure with the hand against the wall. Turn your head just a bit further round. Breathe. Release, and inching your fingers again. Up. Bend. Can you lunge further? More pressure in the hand that's on the wall. Turning your head behind. Breathe. release. Okay, well done. So let's come down onto our backs, some relaxation time. Meditation. You can place your hands on top of your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And a long exhale through your mouth. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. And do it again. Allow your breathing just to settle into a pattern. And let your attention drift. I'd like you to imagine you're walking in one of your favorite places in nature. It's going for a little stroll. Favorite places to be. Noticing all the colors surrounding you. Noticing the sounds of nature. The feel of that space. Energy. What sort of thoughts go on in your head when you're in that favorite place? Bringing your attention back into the room, I'd like you to notice the sounds around you, the obvious sounds of my voice and the music. And noticing more distant sounds. Open your eyes and we're going to roll over to our side. So we'll have a check-in with each other. So when you're ready, if you can hit your unmute button for me. How are we feeling? How about you, Ali?